Don't let what you feel like is your type keep you from what God has for you. When I first met Jonathan, he was absolutely not my type. From the way he wore his clothes to the way he wore his hair, he was attractive, but not someone I would typically talk to. I had been through so much hurt and pain over the years, though, I really had to sit back with myself and be like, okay, my type always hurts me. My type keeps disappointing me. And that's when I began praying the prayer that everyone keeps asking me for. I didn't pray for a specific type of man. I prayed for myself. I prayed for God to heal my heart from the past pain that I have experienced with the ones that I chose. I prayed for God to open my heart and my spirit to the one that He actually chooses for me. I prayed for guidance and remaining ready spiritually, mentally, and emotionally for that person when that person meets me. Just remember, you can't grow a family with a beard. You can't build a legacy with clothes. You can't pray alongside of a haircut. Skin complexion won't bring you peace throughout pregnancy. Height won't bring you joy and laughter when life is spiraling out of control. So just remember, who God has for you, He designed to get you through the days that God sees coming, the days that you don't know about just yet. So don't let what you feel like that should look like keep you from all God has for you on the other side of that love.
Comments are killing her, and I'm here for it. At first, I thought this was his mom. She's a loser, and that man is a bigger loser for letting an ugly, out of shape woman settle for him. The next comment says, I don't think people should say these things. Yeah, no shit. Her husband is only her husband because she's settled and he serves her. Women will speak eloquently about stuff like this with zero self-awareness. Facts. I would rather be dead than have a woman say this about me. Imagine a fat bitch with glasses telling the world you are her type. Her type doesn't want her mid-ass. And the comment under that reads, she literally looks like him in a wig. I pray this dude develops some self-esteem and leave her. So I've been in YouTube jail the past couple weeks, and that clip went viral some time back, and I never got a chance to make a reaction video to it. So a lot of people had some interesting things to say about this woman, stating that the guy who married her or her husband isn't her type. And they did not shy away from those opinions.
Don't let what you feel like is your type keep you from what God has for you. When I first met Jonathan, he was absolutely not my type. From the way he wore his clothes to the way he wore his hair, he was attractive, but not someone I would typically talk to.
This lady had the unmitigated gall to put out some video talking about my husband wasn't my type. In this video, she said that the men that she normally liked and would normally date and have been with always left her hurt. And even though her husband was an attractive man, he was not the man that she would normally go with. And so after getting hurt, she then decided to reach out to God, and God said, oh, maybe you should consider this man who is not your type. We need to really examine if the husband put out that kind of video. Yeah, listen, I had these girls, and these girls that I was really attracted to, I was dating a whole bunch of them. I ran through all of them. I ran through them left and right, but I realized that me running through these girls wasn't for me. And then I met my wife. My wife definitely wasn't somebody I'm attracted to, but you know what I'm saying? Let me try something different. And I reached out to God and I prayed and I felt that God was telling me that this woman who is not my type, who I normally wouldn't be attracted to, is the woman who's supposed to be my wife. Like, what sort of humiliation ritual is this? Like, how does that even make any sense? At the end of the day, we all got to do what we got to do. This man is still going to be married. I don't know if he's taking care of kids that aren't his. I have no idea. I'm not going to get into it. That's neither here nor there. My only question is, why would you put on a pedestal somebody who is making you their leftover choice? Something to think about.
He made a good observation. I didn't even think about that part. Maybe they're together and he's helping taking care of her kids, which is crazy enough. The question that I'll have for the young lady who made the video is that, why did you feel the need to share this? That's kind of what it is more than anything. It's one way to feel that way about your spouse, but to actually hop on the internet and let the whole world know how your husband's not your type seems like information that nobody asked for.
I don't know who need to hear this, but your husband is not your type.
If I ever, and I do mean ever, if I ever seen my wife in the comments of a video like this talking about my husband is not my type at all, that's bonkers. This is 100% true. He is the best person I've ever been with. We become one next year. If he sees that comment, the wedding is off. When I hear the words that he's not my type, that literally means that he isn't your type. Your husband was not your type. So what's your type? What's your type? I'm assuming somebody who just claps and uses you. And you done went through 10, 15 plus dudes like clapping and using you that all look the same. And then you're just like, you know what? Let me just go for this other guy. He a little bit uglier. He ain't got as much drip. But I don't think he gonna clap and use me now that I've been clapped and used. Oh, bro, I couldn't do it, bro. Y'all better than me.
Yes, and I most definitely agree. I'd say this.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
But while I was looking for clips for this video, it brought me back to a video that went viral almost a year ago, in which a woman says she's not attracted to her husband. Not necessarily that her husband wasn't her type, but that she wasn't attracted to her husband when he first met, which took me down a whole rabbit hole of other videos when you have women justifying her airing out her husband for no reason, and then also people critiquing her as well. I'm here for it. This is the original video from last year. It took me a minute to find it because this woman obviously took the video down.
Baby, when I met my boyfriend, who's my husband now, he'd even tell you, baby, it took me a little minute to, you know what I'm saying, you know, it took me about 2 days to start liking him, you know what I'm saying, I'm just being for real, about 2 days, okay, because I was so used to, like, talking to light-skinned boys, or just talking to boys who were more, worried about their self, right? I done met a roughneck country bumpkin nigga who would do everything for me, and I almost passed him up because he was dark-skinned, a little rough. Oh, y'all, when I tell you I would have been out here working 3 jobs, I was winning one. I'm telling you right now.
I hate extremely loud women. I just a pet peeve of mine. But a few things. When women or men refer to the opposite sex as boys and girls, like she was talking about how she was like light-skinned boys, that always makes me pause because it's like, you're a grown woman. But the colorism, we never have that bigger conversation about how our women are so colorist. And I used to see this all the time reacting to Kendra G. Kendra G's dating contestants are the ones who really put the spotlight on that for me because they all call in wanting the same thing. A man that's tall, dark-skinned, and handsome. And a lot of times they'll disrespect light-skinned men as if those men have any control of their skin tone. And why is it so important?
Them niggas that care about their self, they're gonna have you out here working 3 jobs just to fulfill what they need and their purpose in life. Baby, my man ain't never told me to go get no job. When he came to see me and he told my mom and them, he said, no, I want to take her so I can take care of her. I got this. My daddy handed me over so freely because he said, oh, okay. Because his actions had already shown who he was. I'm telling y'all, this man learned I was a vegetarian then when he met me. This man learned everything that I like to eat. I got out of practice one day, out of basketball practice. I was so tired, so hungry. I went to go see him while he pulled out my favorite. I'm telling you, if he wanted to, he would.
But you notice outside of her mentioning that he took note of her being a vegetarian, it was the things that he could do for her. She don't have to work because this one specific man swooped in. So that's what it's about more than anything. At least that's what I picked up from the video. Man, I could be wrong.
Hey, yo, I don't normally post like this when I get off work early in the morning, but there's something I got to address. Do you know the amount of damage you can cause by telling your spouse you're not attracted to them? But to get on the internet and tell the world that your husband is ugly is diabolical. Crazy work. Now I know looks don't matter. You know, it is what it is. But goddamn, to get on the internet and tell the world that I'm ugly, but you're with me and you gave me a chance because I'm a nice man? No, baby, I don't want that kind of love. Just let me be ugly by myself. I don't need that type of pity. I'm good. I'm great.
I know y'all seen that girl get on this internet and embarrass her man talking about I'm not attracted to my husband. Ain't no way, boy. And then gonna say something that her type has always been the light-skinned pretty boys, but she had to settle for this hard-nosed dark skin because all the men she wanted either didn't want her, wasn't acting right, didn't treat her right, or do things for her. So all I'm hearing is, you just like what the man provide for you. You don't really want folks for real, because if one of them other dudes you actually wanted acting right, you would have been put up already. Gang, I'm more so pissed with bro than I am with her. My nigga, ain't no way, gang. If you became somebody's settlement, bro, instead of becoming somebody's dream, man. There's somebody out there that's gonna look at you and be like, that is, hey, come on, bro. I wish my girl I wish my lady would ever make me feel like I'm not top of the line in this motherfucker, G. Would ever make me feel like it's a man out here better than all this chocolate. Cause the minute she come home, she gonna say, hello, I'm gonna be packed up, goodbye. Cause ain't no way, fo. Know your worth, G, and find somebody who really wants you, gang.
And of course you have women defending the woman from the original video talking about how she wasn't attracted to her husband.
I was watching some videos and hearing about people complaining about the lady that was talking about how she wasn't attracted to her husband. I wasn't attracted to my husband when I first met him. I don't understand what the problem is. I think those make the best relationships.
What?
My husband would tell you he wasn't attracted to me when he first met me. And to be honest, it's also a good conversation starter for like when you're around different couples. I'd be like, oh, how'd you guys meet? Oh, I didn't like him and he didn't like me.
In what world is that a good thing? They get on these apps to say anything, bro.
I wasn't attracted to him. I wasn't attracted to him because what I normally would have went for.
Listen to y'all, listen.
Somebody that was 6'4", you know what I'm saying, taller, dressed a little differently, drove a different car. You know, God sent me exactly what I was not looking for. And that just goes to show that a lot of the people that are out here looking for their types and can't find them just are never going to be happy or in love. Because I literally looked past him. I thought he was all that. Or he had a short man complex. Because my husband is 5'9". He say. Okay? Because I felt like the guys that I was dating had to be about 6'1", because if he was 6 feet, he was really 5'11". Anyway, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, of saying that I was not attracted to him, because he was not attracted to me. Talking about I didn't smile.
But if you listen to what she actually said, she's talking about how she wants a man that's at least 6'4". Even though you can look at her while she's sitting down, and that's a true indicator of a short person. While they're sitting down and their arms still look short and small, you can already tell she's a short queen. Her husband was not the man that she wanted or God had for her. She wanted to do a 6'4" who drove a certain type of car, and her husband is 5'9"-ish maybe, which she still seems to be poking fun at, even though I'm sure his 5'8" ass towers over her. And even check out this comment right here. It makes all the sense in the world. Look at this comment from a woman. Men marry who aren't their type all the time. Look at the comment under this. But those men will never tell the woman that because it sounds terrible. That's what y'all fail to understand. No one wants to hear that from their partner. Exactly. And this right here is pretty much my biggest point that I'm going to regurgitate throughout the duration of this video. I'm sure there are some men, like there are women, whose spouses may not be their physical attraction. The point is, why do y'all need to hop online and tell the world? Because regardless of how they try to reword it, how they try to change the definitions of words, or try to say, oh, we said this, but what she really means is that. No, she means exactly what she said. Why do you need to hop online and overshare? That's the bottom line, what it boils down to.
So this woman went viral on TikTok about pretty much saying that her husband is not, well, she's not attracted to her husband, how she's used to light-skinned pretty boys, and that she pretty much settled for this country bumpkin dark-skinned dude. Now, it has a bit of colorist undertones to it, and no
bit
shade to the woman, but she wasn't even that tea her damn self.
She was all
average at best. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. She was average at best. So the fact that she was talking like this, as if the man that she's with, which is her husband that she's downing, y'all on the same goddamn boat. Y'all on the same tier. It's not like, okay, when you see him and you see her, damn, he pulled that. It's like, oh, okay, that's an average couple that you would see walking down the street.
And that goes back to the very first video I showed, the one that went viral recently. It's the same thing. It's an average to below average looking woman making a video about her average looking dude.
And this is why I don't get when people say married people should be the only ones speaking on relationships. They got all the answers. This is the answer. Now, what she said wasn't necessarily the problem, because we've all heard that before. Like, oh, okay, sometimes you may want to date your type, but your type might not be for you. But you're talking in a general standpoint, right? Not literally talking about your significant other. Like, yeah, I'm talking to this ugly ass black bitch, but you know, I'm used to talking to light skinned niggas. But hey, Because on the flip side, men were right. What if they sat there and start recording and talking about, yeah, I'm with this black ass girl. You know, usually I'm talking to light skins who are really my type, who really bad as hell. But, you know, I had to settle for this country crispy, Star Crunch. Then it wouldn't have been, oh, well, I get what he was saying. No, you would have been focusing on the colorist comments. So the fact that I'm glad a lot of women are calling her out, including men, but I have seen a few comments where women are pretty much justifying what she's saying, like, oh, well, she didn't mean it like that. No, she meant it the way she said it.
Exactly. And she makes a good point right here about if the men would have said it, but then also if the men would have said the exact same thing, but also point out the colorism. If a black man would have hopped online and said, I'm married to this dark-skinned black woman, but I'm not even attracted to it because I love me some light brights, man, these women on TikTok lose their mother effing mind in regards to that. And it's that simple. And I'm glad she jogged my memory because I had 2 points in this video I wanted to make and I forgot one of them. Forgive me, I'm a little high. The first one is that it's okay for people to feel this way, but why do you have to overshare? Why do you have to tell the world this? Why couldn't you keep this shit to your goddamn self? And then the other point that she just made, I'm glad she made it, is what if the men did this? What if men did the exact same thing?
I just got on break and I just seen this video on TikTok and I just had to say something because I wish my husband would get on this internet here and talk about how he was not attracted to me at first. Excuse me? And if you weren't, keep that to yourself. Keep it to yourself. I shouldn't know and the world shouldn't know either. What you telling the whole entire world about our business, talking about some, oh, I wasn't attracted to my wife at first, but oh, her personality, whatever. I didn't even hear the rest of the video. I said, oh yeah, this is done. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care about the story. I don't care what I did. I saved your life. I saved your mama's life. I don't care about none of that. But you're not about to come on this internet and talk about how you was not attracted to me. And if you weren't attracted to me, why are you still with me? Get out. Bye.
Now, notice what that young lady just said. Now, that's exactly how most people would feel, male or female, on the topic. If their significant other hops online and says the world, for whatever reason, regardless of bullshit reasons, they try to justify, I'm not attracted to my husband or I'm not attracted to my wife. Like she said, keep that shit to yourself. And I'm glad it's few and far between, but I'm glad there were actually some women who were calling it like it is.
So I just saw the video where that woman got on Timmy Turner's internet and said that she is not attracted to her husband. And not only did she say that she wasn't attracted to her husband, she said it's because that she was usually attracted to light-skinned men. Until she decided to give the dark-skinned country bumpkin man who looked like he barely took care of himself a chance. And now he does everything for her. He takes care of everything. And basically she made the best choice she could by giving the man that she was not attracted to a chance. Not only did that scream colorism, because let a man had got on this app and said, well, I'm normally attracted to light-skinned women, but I decided to give the dark-skinned, the super dark, country bumpkin woman who really don't put much effort into herself, I decided to give her a chance. She treats me like the king that I am, and I'm so much better for it. Y'all would have lost y'all's minds.
Lost a motherfucking mind.
For one. For two, I've been on this app a while now, and I've noticed some of you really get a kick out of embarrassing your husbands and your wives. Like, what is it with y'all? Do y'all get it? Like, why is it that y'all feel the need to go out of your way to embarrass your spouse on an app with people whom you don't know and some people that you do, and oftentimes that video is going to get back to them? Is it worth it to get on here and embarrass the man who does all these things for you, who you said you will now give you would do anything for? You had to get on here and embarrass him for some likes?
It's because a lot of them don't respect their husbands in the first place. And then they're so used to disrespecting their husband that line is blurred with them, in which they don't know what's disrespectful and what's not. And of course, I blame the husband, because your woman, if she knows you, should be able to know what I can and can't get away with. They don't respect their husbands, and their husband haven't established that boundary. And also, a lot of them just lack self-awareness. They're not even aware of the fact that they're even being disrespectful. And I'm not giving them a pass. I'm just talking about reality. So many women lack critical thinking and self-awareness.
Is you cool? Like, where is the respect and the love and the genuine care for the person you vowed to spend the rest of your life with? Like, where is that? I could never could never get on this app and embarrass and speak negatively about anybody that I love. But y'all do it so easily for the validation of whom?
Strangers.
I hope that man never sees that video, but at the same time, I kind of hope he do. I kind of hope you do, because he needs to know how you really feel about him, because naturally you would have never said that to his face. You would have never recorded that video if he was in the car with you. You know what? Yeah, I think he needs to see that. He needs to know that the woman he has devoted his life and working so hard to take care of got on this app and told everybody she's not even attracted to you, and her preference was light-skinned men. You were not even on her radar, and that it took a few days for her to even feel like she may try to be attracted or to try and like you, or even try and get into you. That's a bold woman right there. That I'm scared of y'all. Y'all different.
What if men did the exact same thing? What if men hopped on and did the exact same thing, talking about, I'm not attracted to my wife? What type of hell would be in the comments? Well, let's find out. I was not attracted to my wife.
Well, I've been married for the past 5 years, and I'll be honest, I was not attracted to my wife when I first met her. She was not my speed. She's like the complete opposite of who I normally go after, but I just decided to give her a chance. Like I said, once again, she was not my type. She was not that attractive to me. But there was just something about her. I met her. We talked for a couple days. We hung out. She seemed very supportive. So I'm like, why not? I mean, you're not my type, but I'm going to give you a chance because I normally go for this type. And then after a while, she just grew on me. Her looks grew on me in about the 48, 72 hour mark, in the sense of, I think I can do this. What I'm trying to get at is, just because you're not attracted to someone does not mean you don't give them a chance. Now, some of you are infuriated with me right now talking about, why do I need to embarrass my wife like that? Why do I need to talk about her looks when I can just talk about the positives and not embarrass her on the internet? So why are you mad at me trying to hold me accountable for the words that I am saying, but you not in her comment section talking about, girl, you didn't need to embarrass that man on the internet like that? Okay. Or some of you.
Exactly. Give this man a round of applause. And again, let's go over to the comments. A lot of the women are dumb and they couldn't put together that this was satire, and they just got right in their feelings, just like they would if this was a man being serious with the actual content. May this love never find me. I gave her laugh and they said I gave her a chance. If you got to talk yourself into liking me, just leave me alone. You can tell those in the video who didn't watch the full video. Oh, exactly. This is coming from, even the reenactment hurts. Exactly. The more I listen, the more I wonder why this is public information. The different energies in the comments is crazy. I was about to be so mad. May this love run away from me. I think I can do this. Yo, men hate us. She was not attracted to me. I cry for days. Exactly. Exactly, they would, man. The funny thing is, I saw a girl made this video and all the women in the comments agreed. I'm gonna be real. My feelings would be hurt if my man posted this. And that's all anyone is saying. And I'll end it right there. That's literally all I'm saying. Again, I had 2 points. One, if your significant other is not physically your type, for whatever reason you still decided to marry them, that's fine. Just stop going to the internet with this shit. I've only found 2 videos, and I just showed you one of them, of men talking about, I was not attracted to my wife. And both those videos were satire. They were making fun of the original video. Men typically don't do that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do Better Squad. Fall out.